Wednesday football to get you through the work or school week. It's the 2022 Philippines Football League brought to you by Qatar Airways, coming to you from the historic Rizal Memorial Stadium. It is the Azkals development team going up against Mendiola FC 1991. Two teams out for win number two, and the quest continues because they would love to get back into the game, especially with their respective positions in the table. Carlo Manzano on call for this match, and do stay tuned as we are moments away from the march-in and we are going to kick off this match. But let's take a look at the starters for both teams. The Azkals development team, the home side, they have 5 changes from their last match. Enrico Mangawang will be manning the posts for them in what will be his first appearance in this tournament. Although he also suited up for the Azkals development team in the previous editions of the Copa Paulino Alcantara. Siam Galsim will be making his second start rather, and along with the newcomers into the starting 11 based on last match, Cyril Saut, Dov Carino, and Emilio Bongolan will be coming on for them, or also making starts. But we look at Mendiola FC 1991, the visitors. Some great amount of changes too in respects to their last game that was played at home at the City of Imus grandstand. The likes of Theodore Travis, Kenneth Payosalan, Aaron Altiche, and Aaron John Nebreja will be coming on because they either came off the bench or did not suit up in their last game. We may expect to see Aaron Nebreja play as a target man as he normally does, and they'll hound the likes of Amirul and Rosquillo, similar to what Stallion Laguna did against the Azkals development team, using their heft and speed over the youngsters. As again, the Azkals development team, they are composed of the youngsters or youth national team members. So this is a program that is done to accelerate their growth and get them through the pipeline for the senior national team. And in this case, it is the Azkals. A few of them have already picked up caps, whether it be at the senior level or youth level. So it's no surprise that these guys are getting a run again as two teams. We look at their positions on the table again. Azkals development team, they are provisionally ranked number 5. They are playing just their 5th match, as the other teams above them on the table, as the ADT rather, have matches on hand as compared to the other teams above them in the table. They only have 4 points as of now. That is coming from 1 win, 1 draw, and 2 losses. But Mendiola FC, they rank right below the Azkals development team in number 6. And after 6 matches, they have 3 points to show. That was a sensational victory at home at the City of Imus grandstand, going up against Maharlika Manila FC. It was a sensational strike by Ashley Flores, if I recall, who just propelled them, but it looks like he will be on the bench for Mendiola, if I am not mistaken. Yes, he is on the bench for them in Ashley Flores. So, we get it simple as this. A win today for the Azkals development team will keep them in 5th and in close pursuit of 4th-ranked Stallion Laguna. But if Mendiola FC grab the W, they will propel themselves to 6 points, and they will leapfrog ADT. So it may be a mid-table clash, but so many implications as ever because they would like to chase the likes of Dynamic Herb Cebu, Kaya FC Iloilo, United City, to add to Stallion Laguna, who are above in the upper half of the table. So do stay tuned. We are moments away. The Azkals development team, again, a number of their players recently participated in the U20 AFC Asian Cup qualifiers, wherein the Philippines finished 3rd place. They grabbed the win over Afghanistan, if I recall correctly, and that allowed them to at least go home with a goal scored and a win, because they fell to the likes of Thailand and hosts Oman. I got to speak to Andres Aldeguer, and he was saying that they really have what it takes in terms of the skill, and it was just more of the complacency that let them down, or that mental aspect, especially against Thailand. The Philippines were up, the Philippines were up, and Thailand actually found themselves down to 10 men, but because of their complacency, or their mental struggles in the game, the Philippines also lost a player, so they ended the game 10v10, and thus the more experienced Thailand, a higher ranked nation, particularly in Asia and the ASEAN level, just refused to wilt, and that was a heartbreaker for the Philippines. But again, it was a 1-0 win versus Afghanistan. It was behind Kamil Amirul, who scored his international goal. It is his first, to be exact, on the international level. He was playing as a holding mid, but we will expect to see him as a center back, normally in the setup of the Azkals development team, partnering up with Jaime Rosquillo, two great youngsters and a lot of promise. We gotta love what we are seeing in the future of Philippine football. But we jump ship on the other hand to Mendiola FC 1991. The story here is they've been able to find the back of the net, but as of late, it's all been in losses. So they would really love to tighten up on defense because the scoring is there for this squad that is made up of San Beda University alumni in particularly. A great number of them come from that distinguished program. So it's up for grabs here today. Let's see how this will develop. What all matters now will be on the pitch as the players are set to march on.
And now, the moment we've all been waiting for. Let us welcome the teams of the Azkals Development Team and Mendiola FC 1991.
So your skippers for their respective squads, it will be Stefan Schrock for the Azkals development team, and it will be Aaron Altiche dito po para sa Mendiola FC 1991. Ashley Flores, the skipper of Mendiola, is on the bench, and we will see if he will come on later in this match. Again, he made some appearances, but he had some foot and he had some leg and ankle injuries in particularly that have been able or that have been hounding him in this season. It will be essential to get Ashley into this match should he be fit. And let's see how Mendiola will handle that. Nonetheless, other than a tough spot, they find themselves in the table 6 out of 7. What's essential is their growth throughout the season. But we know that they'd love to pick up the win too here. And our match officials for this game between the ADT and Mendiola, we have Raymar de los Santos as the referee, and he will be assisted by linesmen Relly Balila and Hussein Mag-Osara. Aldous Mirafuentes will be the fourth official, Ray Ritaga, the referee assessor, and Red Avelino, the match commissioner. And again, this is Claro Manzano on call for this match. Teams just about to wrap up their respective huddles. Before we get going, let's take a look at the previous games of the two teams. The Azkals development team played last weekend at the same venue wherein they hosted Stallion Laguna FC. They fell 2-0, unfortunately, as Abusi just proved to be a test for them and was tough to handle as Andres Aldeguer will kick this off. Here we go. The Azkals development team are in their all black, or all blue kits rather. They are playing from right to left. Mendiola FC are in their white tops, red shorts, white stockings. They're playing from left to right. So let's see if they can physically impose themselves en route to win number 2 over the youthful side. Although we have been able to see some promise for them, but there is a through ball dito para kay Soberano. Sends in the cross. Amirul got his head to it, but Junior Sam still in a dangerous area. Tried to slither through. He slid it over to the middle. The shot taken just wide dito po para sa Mendiola FC. Shot number 1 of the game. It was looking promising with the way Junior Sam also got to hold up play and give that off to De La Torre. Nunez, in his usual center mid role in that 4-2-3-1 of theirs. Maniti unable to get it. De La Torre. Mendiola looking to play Aaron Nebreja. It's no good. They're not able to secure, but the intentions clearly there. Played down for Shraki. Travis. Altiche. Contra Saud. You like what you were seeing from Saud, a youngster. Just not afraid to bang bodies with their older kuyas, you could say. Rosquillo was asking for options and found Maniti. It came off Altiche. Some unfriendly words coming from him, we could hear from the panel. Headed away by Kim. It will stay with the ADT as their attack gets delayed. Maniti plays it back. Rosquillo with an on-charging Nebreja. Nunez. Amirul. Galsim. Naturally a center back, but he's playing right back with this setup. To be exact, he was playing center back with the likes of Kaya. And in the youth national team, I believe it was about the U16 or U17, where they got to play in the youth AFF. He was a regular starter for them, so no surprise he is in the Azkals development team. Nunez hits it out. Shraki. Shraki has that free roll in this 4-2-3-1. He's not just their kuya, but also their playing coach and captain. Dito po para sa ADT. As he went out, it goes back to Mendiola. Travis. But it was lost by De La Torre contra Shraki. But in the mix of things, it came off an ADT player. Nebreja. Looks like he was clipped. So it will be a free kick close in the heart of the midfield, I believe. And not a throw in. The delivery from Kim. Great control to get it into the area. Was headed by Galsim. But here we go, off to the races. Carino. It's still him as of late. Getting some numbers forward. Aldeguer gets it. Tried to get through Kim, but it was poked away to stop the attack. But it looks like it will be corner kick number 1 of this game. Mendiola with the physical and vertical advantage, but the ADT with some decent height again, considering that these are youngsters. They brought in their center backs in Amirul and Rosquillo to hopefully win that aerial duel. And they'd love to get into the driver's seat early. The outswinger, headed by the back line. Nunez got a touch to it. Back with Maniti. The cross. It was intended for Aldeguer, or he was close to getting it, but it's recovered by Shraki. Shraki out to Bongolan. The cross again. Looks like Aldeguer got a piece of that, but they didn't get to secure. Some constant pressure from the ADT. Still pushing as a result of that set piece. Their numbers are forward. Well, both teams get to organize, and let's see how they'll handle this after they've gotten a chance to settle down. So paki-comment na lang po, ADT o Mendiola dito sa itong match. Pati mga pangalan ng inyong favorite players. Pakilagay na lang po. Maniti gets it back. Switching it up to Bongolan. It's no good for ADT. Shraki just dispossesses Soberano. Kim sent it straight to Nunez. Still keeps it. And ADT just playing their brand of football. We found them trailing a couple of times in this season, but they stay true to their brand. Swinging it around from side to side, breaking down the defense with their short passing game. The cross. Aldeguer didn't get to connect with that. He could have done better, but that is off the mark. Para sa Azkals development team, that shot was taken by Cyril Sao with great power. So if he could have got it to stay on track, it would have been a different story, and he'd get the chance to test Joseph Seniva of Mendiola. Galsim. Maniti. Now off to the further end. Some pressure from Nebreja on Rosquillo. Bongolan. Quite a push from Altisha, the skipper, on Saut. We could hear a bit of the impact from where we are placed at the grandstand. He appears to be shaken up. Shraki from Maniti. Bongolan. ADT unable to execute one of their combinations, but they still keep it. Amirul threads that forward. Ball intended for Carino. Bongolan. You normally see Eric Gallantes playing left back, but ADT opting to change up personnel for this game. Gallantes doesn't appear to be injured. Given this is the league, it's no surprise they'll change up their lineups and give these players experience as they are a development team. Let's not forget. Shraki, Altisha was the man on him, and because of that shove, it's a whistle in favor of the ADT. Shraki sent that forward quickly. Possession under dispute. Nunez. Galsim. Amirul. Rosquillo. Aldeguer gets in the middle. He is the tip of the spear in their 4-2-3-1. He's helping out the midfield a bit, given how Mendiola have been relatively compact in this one. Mongolan cutting inside a bit or playing narrow. He is their left back. It looks like that is off. So Mendiola will get a roll of the dice. With a high press, Shraki wins it from Travis. Still Shraki on the left, using his trickery to get by. Gets past two members, lobs it, but it's no good. ADT not able to connect, but continuing to look consistently dangerous. Nunez slithers past his men. Carino. Gotta love the individual display from these boys to add to their chemistry. The cross. Headed out. Maniti. It's been mostly ADT in this spell. Amirul. Trying to help out. He played holding mid again in the AFC U20. So it sticks with the Azkals development team. So 11 minutes roughly into this match. It's mainly what you are seeing here. The Azkals development team dictating tempo of the game. Shraki not able to get it with Mendiola congesting the area, but it's back with him after a turn of events. Nunez. Amirul didn't get a good grip on that. It's played back to Mangawang. Amirul. Amirul getting his football education recently in Florida for jumping ship here. Rosquillo, one of the many players from the ADT who played in that AFC U20. Coach Shraki did say they looked sharp as a result of their regular exposure here. Dito po sa PFL. At babalik ang bola dito po sa Mendiola. Check na natin yung comments. Sabi ni Mary Flores, go Naughty and Pato. Si Nunez, go Nunez and Saut. Si Emerson Fornis, sabi niya, go Red Fornis, number 25. Sa Mendiola naman po. Sabi ni Reynaldo, si Fornis ang kapatid niya. At sabi ni KB Nanyola, shout out kay Giovanni Lachica. At babalik ang bola dito po sa ADT. At konting reminder lang po, you are catching this game dito sa Facebook at YouTube page ng Philippines Football League. Paki-like at subscribe na lang. Don't forget to give the league a follow on Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok at WeArePFL. Yan po ang ating username doon. Nunez. Looks like it is Nunez in that holding mid role, with Maniti being a little more advanced. But here come Mendiola on the counter. This seems to be their game plan for today, especially with the bodies they've got up front. Again, to add to Junior Sam, who is on the left for them, you got Aaron Nebreja playing up front. So that ball from Rosquillo settled down by Galsim, and here they come. Ball intended for Coach Shraki with a sliding tackle from Kim. So far, so good if you're Mendiola. Shraki trying to cut inside. Lobs it. Ball intended for Aldeguer. But the charge, but looks like there's an open goal. Will this be the chance? But Mendiola managed to just hold on. Joseph Siniza was just off his line. And it is 2 straight starts para kay Siniza. He was the man-to-man. He manned the posts for them in their 6-2 loss up against Cebu FC. We got to recap the last game of the ADT, but we'll get through Mendiola's in a while. Ball straight to Maniti. Their box-to-box midfielder, but looks like they changed up their agenda for this game. A little more in the attacking role with Harry Nunez, the youngster, dropping back. It's with Shraki. Shraki lobbed forward. It's into the gloves of Ceniza. So the last game before this one for Mendiola was a 6-2 defeat. Although they conceded 6, yung bright spot nandun po ulit. The 2 goals that they picked up behind Junior Sam's penalty and Jimson Cristal's screamer from distance. As a man is decked, that is Kenneth Payosalan. Ball played forward for Sam. Amirul didn't get to it. Junior Sam with a chance. Galsim tracking back to help. Still Junior Sam. Amirul had to desperately get it out of the goalkeeper box. Some promise from Mendiola in that spell. But it looks like possession will return to the ADT. So again, Mendiola coming off a 6-2 loss at home. So we did emphasize they get to score in their losses. So if they can just tighten up on defense with their backline, that could possibly be the solution for them. We see Kim paired up with Wade. That's quite different from what we saw from them in the beginning of this campaign. So South was beat into that. Looks like it was Fornis who changed that. Mangawang playing for De La Salle Zobel at the high school level in the UAAP. He's also continuing his studies at the same school for De La Salle University, to be precise. Soberano. What a cheeky ball, Nebreja. Was trying to get past Amirul, but it stays with Mendiola. So resumed. Altisha from Nebreja. It is off. Pero sayang talaga dun. Goal kick para sa Azkals development team. So looking back at Mendiola's starting lineup today, they have 4 changes from that loss to Cebu. Well, let's review the cards at the moment. 3 players have at least 1 booking for the ADT so far in their starting 11. That's Jacob Maniti, Stefan Schrock, and Camille Amirul. It's 5 players in the starting 11 for Mendiola who have gotten at least 1 yellow card in this season. Now it's with Shraki. Some space on the left. Lobs it. Aldeguer unable to meet it. That ball seemed to be a bit too high for him. Nunez. He's been the man orchestrating the middle for them. Aldeguer got his head to it. He stands at about 6'1". Still Shraki. Keeping it alive. Trying to test the keeper. But Ceniza's positioning gets him to that. So Junior Sam, Allison Wade, Franco De La Torre, Aaron Altiche, and Jason Soberano all have at least 1 booking in this season. 3 yellow cards. You will get a 1-match ban. So sent forward, but it was just inside the box of Mangawang. So 3 yellow cards accumulated, I beg your pardon, throughout the season will get you a suspension. But if you pick up 2 yellow cards, you will merit a red. Galsim plays it back because of the unrushing Junior Sam. They'll switch it up. Play down the left for Shraki. He's been as aggressive as ever, trying to lead by example. Still Shraki. Lobs it. Not a great touch. Sayang talaga yun para sa ADT. It looks like that was taken by Cian Galsim. So Mendiola boys are asking for an offside, but here they come on the counter, trying to capitalize. Numbers not on their side. But given away by Soberano. Carino. Aldeguer. Played it forward. Will this be the moment? Off the woodwork! Aldeguer the rebound, but off Siniza! What hustle to keep his team alive in this game. So that will continue, but it looks like that's a corner kick dito po para sa ADT. So corner kick number 2 by my math in this game. So that Carino shot came off the woodwork. Aldeguer on the rebound, but Siniza was there to make the denial. And the game remains goalless. Taken short. Saud trying to get past Travis. Back to Shraki, the former Azkals or national team captain. Taken, but it's at the bottom corner. Jaime Rosquillo took that shot on target. So Mendiola escaping by the skin of their teeth. With hitting the woodwork, their keeper just recovering. And denied a goal that appeared to be relatively open. Maniti. Looks like there was a tug. So that's delaying the attack, of course. A number of the Mendiola midfield finding themselves behind Jacob Maniti, who was looking to rush forward. Maniti, whose sister plays for the Filipinas, the women's team, of course, of the Philippines. His sister Chantel picked up gold in this exact venue along with the team. But here comes Wade, finding himself in the attack. Rosquillo with the denial. But it's still kept in. Mendiola pick up the foul that goes in their favor. Taken quickly by Junior Sam, but the referee will say they'll have to do that again. And that was Kenneth Payosalan, who was cutting into the middle and got decked. What an individual effort to spur the attack. But it will continue with that set piece. Quite promising if you ask me where the ball will be, from where play will be resumed. Sabi ni Pat Mendoza, saved by his best friend. Mukhang yun ang woodwork po natin. Sabi ni Brian Rosales, sayang yung mga attempts kanina. Sabi ni Mary Flores, go ADT. Brian Rosales saying, nice ball control by Maniti. But it's a set piece for Mendiola. Let's see how they'll handle this. Lobbed over. Headed. But that is off. I think that came off an Azkals development team defender. So that was looking very dangerous. So I believe this is corner number 1 for Mendiola in this match. Sent in, but it is off from the delivery. So about 25 minutes into this match again. It's the 2022 Philippines Football League. We got the Azkals development team Squaring off with Mendiola FC 1991, the dangerous back pass, but Mangawang is there to clear it. He had Nebreja getting quite close. So Mendiola trying to get things on their favor. Wade. The back heel from Soberano. Great intentions, but no player there to read that. He did have a lovely fake earlier that bedazzled his opponents. Shocky contra Kim, but just poked away by the Mendiola skipper in Altiche. So again, you're catching this on the Facebook and YouTube pages ng Philippines Football League. This is Clara Manzano on call for this match. At may banggaan po tayo. It is Altiche and Bongolan who are colliding. So no ill intentions. Nag-shake hands pa nga sila. Wade. Junior Sam got a touch to it, but it's with Nunez. Now it's Saud. Shocky. Lovely footwork, but that shot is off for him. But what an effort to just puzzle his defenders. But if we look at the goal scorers for the two teams, Junior Sam to date is the leading scorer of Mendiola, and he is followed by Altiche, Ashley Flores, and Cristal with 1 goal each. Referee Raymar De Los Santos having a chat with Junior Sam as we have an Azkals development team player who hit the deck, and it is Jacob Maniti. Maniti only about 20 years old. And Junior Sam just towering above. Before playing in the PFL, Junior Sam, of course, forced to reckon in Sunday League football, taken, but off Carino's head. Cenizo read that. But the high press. Let's see how Mendiola handle it, but it's given away. Shraki from Nunez plays Aldeguer. Flag stays down, but Aldeguer just swarmed by the team effort. But Altiche trying to get it out of the danger zone, but it's no good. They yield a throw-in. So that will be retaken as we had 2 balls on the pitch momentarily. Shraki. Looks like we heard the thud with the collision between the two. No call by the referee. Junior Sam, he plays that through to De La Torre. Amirul got a touch, but it's not secure. Still dueling at it. So Bongolan played it back and Rosquillo sent it over here. Now it's back. The ADT are very confident in playing it back and resetting, even if to the point that they have to find the keeper, as you see here. Julian Schwarzer Garcia, their usual number 1, is not listed on today's roster. But he did emphasize that it's important that they have confidence in him and the other keepers so they could space or spread out the opposing defense. And it's great that that is continuing to be embodied as you go down the list of ADT keepers. As we got Lance Bencho on the bench for the Azkals development team today. Wade clears it. Sam to chase. Rosquillo to it. Amirul. Galsim. Saut. And it looks like they shifted Sao to the right wing as he initially started on the left as there is a whistle in favor of Mendiola. Sao got into a collision with Fornes, I believe, in the further end of the pitch. At shout out kay Samuel Ravelio. Sila ata ang mga ball boys natin today. Headed by Bongolan, but it is back with Mendiola with the initiative. Junior Sam got to slither past. Connected with De La Torre. De La Torre with quite a fake. Now it's with Sam on the right, trying to burst his way through. Rosquillo with a run. Sam refusing to wilt on this attack. But it came off the ADT backline and a corner kick to the delight of the Mendiola supporters who have come in today. So will that effort be repaid by the opening goal? We will have to see. So all Mendiola field players in the attacking half. That can leave them exposed in the offside. Only Saud up front for the ADT. Sent in. It came off Wade. Tough one to control. Maniti may have poked that away. Aldeguer trying to apply some pressure. Kim finding himself there on the further end as teams haven't been able to organize. We just came off a corner at may foul po dito kontra Mendiola. So it was Dov Carino, who was decked. Shraki thought about it for a moment, playing that quick. It's about 14 minutes away until additional time. Still goalless here. The Azkals development team are in their blue kits. They are playing from right to left. Mendiola currently behind the ball. They are in their white shirts, red shorts, white stockings. So that came off Altisha. He's been playing right back in this game, normally a winger. He and Jason Soberano, their winger, playing in front of him, have been aggressive as ever when getting the opportunity to unleash on the counter. If we enter the halftime huddle at status quo, 0-0 po ang score, that will give us a promising finish. But teams still with a chance to change that up. Shraki. It looks like mukhang may konting tulakan. Shraki being enraged. Franco De La Torre just wanted to say sorry. That wasn't on the agenda of the Greuter-Freud legend. Shraki, as we know, played with likes of Greuter-Freud and Hoffenheim in the Bundesliga setup. He even made appearances in the UEFA Europa League for Hoffenheim. So it is a yellow on De La Torre. So he's had more than one yellow already in this season. But if we just focus on the game, De La Torre will have to be careful. Isa pang yellow, tanggal na po siya rito. We have more than half to go in this game. Amirul. Send that to the left. Bongolan contra Altishe. And that cross or the cutback was denied by Altishe at may corner kick po dito ulit para sa Azkals development team. And we have Mels Esclabanan. Sabi daw, watching from Oman. Sent out and punched away by Ceniza. Nunez. Unable to control that as it rolled out. At goal kick po dito para kay Ceniza ng Mendiola. Sabi ni Belinda Bibing, cheer up Mendiola. So ayun, may mga Mendiola at ADT supporters po tayo dito sa ating live stream. Kim. Travis. Going for their target man, Nebreja. Maniti got a touch. Who will secure? Sweet Mendiola. Wade. Will have to deal with some pressure with Aldeguer up. Playing it long. Mendiola, it looks like they want to use their physically superior men up front, but Junior Sam just loses his footing on that through ball that looked oh so promising. Sayang yung chance na yun. Junior Sam applauding the effort to find him. Mangawang hasn't really been tested in this game. Galsim to resume with this throw-in. We have a great number of these players from the Toloisa Don Bosco Foundation, and we have Sian Galsim, who's from the Gawad Kalinga program. Mendiola saying it went out of play, but nonetheless it goes back to them as Galsim sent that to no man's land. Junior Sam to chase contra Rosquillo. Flag stays down, no call from the referee. Sam, but denied by Mangawang at the center. And it looks like there's some nerves here between Junior Sam and Bongolan, rather. We saw Bongolan appear to be a bit frustrated also when he was dueling with Altiche. But after the shot, those two appeared to be well down, but no one would budge as the two are having a chat with referee Raymart de los Santos. So, siguro may warning na yan. At kung maulit po yun, posible may yellow card na po tayo. And Junior Sam has more than one booking already in this season. So it is resumed with a drop ball. Amirul trying to change it up. It's with Shiraki. Soberano lost his footing while trying to chase that earlier. Shiraki, what a ball into the edge of the area, but it's read well by Ceniza. We normally see Henry Bandecken as their starting keeper dito po sa Mendiola, but it's been Ceniza for the last two matches. Maniti switching it up. May konting traffic sa gitna. Shiraki still keeps it. Some pushing and shoving between the two. The referee lets them play on. Shiraki blows past one man. May konting fake. Lobs it. But Ceniza there to read it again. He's been quite busy. A great number of routine saves, but that shows he hasn't been rattled. He's been handling his tests well. So far, so good. They had some luck with the crossbar being their friend earlier. Or the post, rather. Some loose touches from Mendiola, but Wade secures it and plays it long. De La Torre. And just you can feel the intensity rising in this game. 7 minutes away from additional time. Nasa first half pa lang po tayo. Maniti. That came off Travis, I believe. Well, that is the plea of Jacob Maniti, rather, but a referee said it came off of Jacob Maniti. Jola inching their way up. Maniti. Bongolan. And we can just remember all of these players in the ADT are standouts in their own respective ways. From where they came from, whether it be in the school setup, the club setup, or even the youth national team. Kim had to clear that. Aldeguer was there to change it up. At review po natin yung mga implications ng itong game. ADT currently in 5th place. Mendiola in number 6 out of the 17 field. A win today solidifies the rightful owner of fifth place because they would like to chase the front runners. And Shraki and Altishe continuing to have their conversations. Bongolan. Carino. Just got past his defenders. They were looking to coffin him. Shraki's early cross. Chested. Taken, but wide. Harry Nunez taking that shot. It was chested and well controlled by Aldeguer. It's with Kim. Kim, their Asian foreign player for this campaign. You're referring to Mendiola, of course. South trying to shimmy past. I just love his burst of speed as he gets it back on the right. Slides it to Galsim. Galsim thought about it for a moment. The fake, but his shot goes over. But if we review the foreign players, teams are allowed to play 3 foreigners from any continent, while they can play a 4th one who must come from an Asian Football Confederation country. Basta Asian po, okay po siya sa spot number 4. The ADT, of course, playing the Pinoy standouts as they are a development team again. Shraki going up against Travis. Cross after cross, still no goal for them. Cleared out by Altishe. Bongolan to Carino. Wade clears it to no man's land. So it goes back to the ADT. Galsim. Rosquillo. Let's try to go through some of the names of the ADT who played in the U20, the AFC Asian Cup qualifiers for the under 20 level. One of them is Aldeguer, currently in possession. It's picked up by Shraki. Nebreja. It's picked up by Sam. Sam trying to hit the afterburners. But Amirul with the denial. You'll have to beat the 2, nonetheless, of the ADT and Amirul and Rosquillo if you'd like to get a promising shot on goalkeeper Enrico Mangawang. Nebreja. So Mendiola using their bodies to hold up play. And here we go on the counter. It is Cyril Saut contra Kim. Will he look to use his speed and agility to get past the defender? Slides it to Shraki. Now he has Wade to beat before the keeper. Shraki, but easily into the bottom corner. Seniza with the denial again. Fornis went to Bulacan State University for his studies. Nebreja. Saut contra Fornis. It stays with Mendiola. And let's look back again at the ADT players who played in the U20 national team. We got Bencho, Taninco, Rosquillo, Carino, Amirul, and Aldeguer, to name some of them. Aldeguer. So poked away with ADT still keeping the fire alive in this one. About 30 seconds until we get confirmation of additional time from 4th official Aldos Mirafuentes. Soberano exchanged that with De La Torre. Junior Sam apologizing for not reading that. Would have been a tough one to track. Maniti. Nakay Bongolan. Sends it, and the cross coming off the Mendiola backline. So there you have it. 2 minutes of additional time before we head to the halftime break. If the two teams would at least like to head into the locker room goalless. If you can pick up another goal and get the lead, why not? Sent in by Shraki. The header came off of Mendiola player Amirul there to try and keep it. Nebreha got a touch to it. Recovered by Saut. Saut with Amirul. But just cleared away by Payosalan. Bongolan still there. Didn't win that duel with Sam, but Shraki there. Both teams getting to settle down and organize after the chaos that we had from that set piece. They're switching it up now to the right. Gausim from Maniti. Gausim getting Nebreha to fall for the fake. Aldeguer. The shot, but denied by Wade. It has been quite a challenge for the ADT dealing with these much bigger players as the flag is up. Dito po para kay Junior Sam. Mukhang yan po ay offside number 1 pa lang dito sa itong laban. It's about 30 seconds away. This may be the last possession that we will see. Another roll of the dice before we enter the halftime break. But it's given away. Now taken by Soberano. Plays it to open space, cutting inside. Junior Sam on the right, facing Maniti. ADT not getting their backline organized. Soberano not able to meet it. What a chance. Fornes keeping it alive. Gets past out the cross. But ADT is there. But Sam miskicks it. That was wide off the near post. And that does it for halftime. It is goalless between the Azkals development team and Mendiola FC 1991. We could see the Junior Sam ruining the missed chances that they just had to close this half, but it's still all to play for in the second half dito po sa Philippines Football League. And do stay tuned. We will be back after the halftime break. So kunin niyo na lang po ang inyong merienda. It's gonna be, or we are on track to having quite a finish here. Moments away from resuming action, it's the 2022 Philippines Football League brought to you by Qatar Airways. It is the Azkals development team squaring off against Mendiola FC 1991. Both teams trying to chase the front runners, and a win will be essential as always. So no substitutions utilized by the two teams in first half, but it looks like the ADT will be making a change and inserting Siron Saut. And stepping off will be Harry Nunez. So two Sauts will be on the pitch. Again, this is Claro Manzano on call for this match, and you are catching this on the Facebook and YouTube pages of the Philippines Football League. Don't forget to give them a follow at We Are PFL on Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok. So Aaron Nebreja will kick off the second match for us. We are goalless, let us not forget. I believe it was Emilio Bongolan who hit the woodwork earlier, and Andres Aldeguer had an open goal right after, but was denied by Joseph Seniza. On the other hand, Mendiola had some great chances led by the likes of Nebreja, Soberano, Junior Sam, and Payo Salan. But it will be up to them to tighten up in the attacking end and get that crisp pass to set up an attacker. They did get chances, but weren't able to connect. Mendiola with some picking up a shot to that tested Enrico Mangawang. It was by Junior Sam. Junior Sam again is their leading scorer with 2 goals. He'd like to make that 3 to help the team. Came with the denial. Soberano kept that in play, but it ping-pongs around. So again, the quest for win number 2 in this season continues for the two teams. The ADT with 1 win and 1 draw to go with 2 losses. Mendiola have 1 win to go with their 5 defeats. 0 draws pa rin sila. Amirul. Again, this is the league format, so should we have a draw, they will get 1 point each to add to their standings. Bongolan working his way up contra Travis. Carino passed it back. We're setting up with Saut. And you got Saut, Siron Saut to be exact, who stepped on. So the Saut brothers will be working together in this match. Threaded forward for Shraki, now on the left wing. He started out as one of the central midfielders. Taken down the line. Let's see who'll secure. Still kept in. Bongolan with a great individual effort. But let's see if he'll sustain it. So far, okay. But they will have to resume virtually from where they started. Shraki with the long throw in. Kim got his head to it. Aldeguer. Travis was asking for a foul from Aldeguer. And that's exactly what referee Raymart de los Santos gives. And your match officials again. We have Raymart de los Santos as the man with the whistle. Ang ating referee. Sila Relly Balila at Hossein Magusara ay ang ating assistant referees o linesmen. Aldous Mirafuentes is the 4th official. Ray Ritaga is the referee assessor. And Red Avelino is the match commissioner. Soberano cuts inside, but dispossessed by Maniti. Will ADT draw something out of this counter? Played out wide to Carino. Contra Kim. Takes it, but denied. Read well by the Mendiola backline. Siron Saut switching it up to his brother. And Cyril. Cyril contra Fornes. Two speedy players. He'll play it back. Rosquillo from Amirul. Looks like Mendiola have shifted to a 4-4-2. Mendiola only with one man up front earlier when they started this game. Galsim resumes it as we have a man unchecked in the middle. Played out to the left by Siron Saut. A konting banggaan. But no whistle according to our referee. Rosquillo contra Nebreja. Rosquillo not afraid to mix it up with the much bigger and older players. Nangawang. Nangawang again with his first start and appearance for the ADT in this campaign. Last time the Philippines Football League was played, it was in 2020. The Azkals development team with a completely different squad picked up third place. And a great number of those players ended up jumping ship to Kaya. And let's say they graduated from this program. So it's some new blood. Aldeguer applying some pressure at the back. Still kept in by Payos Salan. And here they go, playing Junior Sam. Rosquillo took a difficult fall and he is in absolute pain. Rosquillo found himself left behind by the Mendiola attackers, and it was Junior Sam in that case. Hence the collision. Tough fall, and you wouldn't like to lose him in this game. Rosquillo and Amirul have been the cornerstones of the ADT defense. These guys have been playing like full-fledged professional players already. And with the way they've been going, we could possibly see these guys pick up call-ups to the national team down the line with the AFF Men's Championship coming up. But Shraki, animated as ever, contesting that call. Some conversations happening on the pitch. It's between Nebreja and Amirul. It doesn't appear to be friendly though. Amirul is questioning some of the events that happened. So tensions continuing to rise bit by bit. We already felt it earlier with the first half, and it's going to be more intense given that we are still goalless. Both teams knocking on the door, but we did mention they can fine-tune their respective attacks. If you are the ADT, you want to connect in the middle because their play from the back has been very promising. You want to connect rather well up front because their play out of the back has been very promising. If you're Mendiola, you picked up goals in your losses as of late. So you want to tighten up the defense, possibly take advantage of the counter. That's what we were able to see when they went up against Cebu the 2 times. So both players will get to resume, and that whistle was on Junior Sam, which, as we saw, Shraki was upset with that call. No cards given out. Siron South plays it out to Bongolan. Carino. Played out and skied by Altiche. Rosquillo put it to safety. It stays with Mendiola. At sabi ni Emerson sa comments, ganda ng cross ni Fornis kanina. Si Brian Ravelo, Kuya Clyde, pa-shoutout. Ako na lang po mag-shoutout sa inyo. Hello kay Brian Ravelo. The ADT having to absorb some pressure, playing it down the line to Aldeguer. Plays Shraki. Aldeguer gets it as they had to deal with some defense. Saut hits the deck. Tempers flaring in this one. But we'll have to deal with some things before the set piece. And it's similar to what happened earlier. Mendiola, with the size again, they would like to take advantage of that over the youthful players of the Azkals development team. These players in the ADT, they've played for the youth national teams of the Philippines. And that is virtually their composition. And they are bannered again by former Philippines captain Stefan Schrock. He is their playing coach and captain. So Jacob Maniti will step up to the plate. He has the wall to beat. And right behind that, of course, will be Joseph Siniza. So far, so good for him in this game. It almost seemed to be lost for them when Aldeguer had an open goal after a gruesome series of events in the box in the first half. But he was there to save the day. If you're Mendiola, you'd take it. You're still in this game. So now it's just time to flip the tables. Maniti steps up, takes it, and it's just wide. What a chance. We can just see the body language of Jacob Maniti. He's nailed that time after time in the training ground for sure. With some pressure from Aldeguer on Wade. And that's something we've constantly been seeing from the ADT. Although they do not have, let's say, the physique to go up against their kuyas from Mendiola. They do have the energy. Shraki did say jet lag may be a concern for the boys who played in the U20 AFC Asian Cup qualifiers. That doesn't seem to be the case, especially with their youth. But now it's just a matter of chemistry that they lacked in the other games. Because the players who weren't part of the U20 team were training separately. As Amirul gets whistled for that foul against Nebreja. We could say Nebreja getting the job done, holding a play, bringing the ball up a bit. So from this angle, this will probably be a cross from Travis. So here we go. Theodore Travis on the left. He'll look to find the likes of Junior Sam and Aaron Nebreja, headed by Rosquillo. But it's still deep in the attacking end. Travis gets back to it. Playing out Altiche. Now out wide on the right. The early cross denied. But it ping-pongs around. But it was given away as ball is put out of play. As we have Amirul, who appears to be hobbled by his back. It may have been an elbow. So it was Mendiola who stopped play as Amirul was hurting. We expect the ADT to give it back. And that is exactly what Saud does. To be exact, that is Cyril Saud. Maniti. Shraki. Playing it for Cyril Saud. Contra Fornis. Fornis using his experience to get it back, and they resume it. Taken down the line to Junior Sam. Contra Galsim. And that's a foul against Galsim to the dismay of the entire ADT. Coach Giovanni Villagracia. Also enraged by that call. At mukhang si Raymart De Los Santos ay magbibigay ng warning kay Coach Giovanni. Mukhang hindi tinuloy. But it's been some fouls going in favor of Mendiola FC 1991 as Wade makes the delivery. Saud got a touch to that. Aldeguer. He has Cyril Saud on the other end, but swarmed by three players. Seniza went off his line to collect. Things going in favor of Mendiola so far. Travis has been energized in this second half coming out of the locker room. Shraki, may konting tulak galing kay Altice. So ADT this time with their free kick. It'll be their chance to take another crack at it. So Mendiola with some opportunities earlier to kick off or in the early stages of this second half. Sent into the area. Picked up by Cyril Saud. Dispossessed by Wade at may corner kick po tayo dito para sa ADT. Sabi ni Ireshaika Carmona, go ADT. Watching from Sala Oman. Na-miss niya daw po yung U20 Philippine Youth National Team. Dahil bumiyahe sila papunta Oman for the AFC Asian Cup qualifiers. Sumukhang OFW po si Ireshaika. Hello po. Maniti with the outswinger. Sent it in. Shockey, I think, got a touch to it. De Breja tried to get a touch. Corner daw ulit para sa Azkals development team. Mendiola contesting the decision. But the linesman insisting. Corner kick pa rin dito. So it'll be an outswinger again from Jacob Maniti. Maniti with that free kick earlier that was just wide. Sent in again. Amirul with a touch to it. Didn't get to control it so well. It was cleared out. South switching it up. Kim dueling with Shraki. Shraki still gets it. Aldeguer asking for it. Denied by Wade. He was expecting that delivery. Still kept in alive. The low cross denied by Kim. And a third corner kick in this spell. Corner after corner. The ADT will have to be creative given that they are facing much bigger players. We also have a substitute who is lining up with the ADT. We'll get confirmation on that earlier. Shraki this time. The header, but just over. Taken by Jaime Rosquillo. So only one substitution used in this game. It was by the ADT. Teams have 5 subs or can make 5 changes in this game. Let's see how Mendiola will use that. Aldeguer gets that from Carino. But it wasn't controlled by Cyril Saud. Fornes to resume. And looks, we have a whistle going against Mendiola. That was a foul by Wade, I believe. So another set piece. Jacob Maniti, their designated man to the plate. It will be a tight angle. The ADT center backs in Rosquillo and Amirul are up, given they are the tallest players on their team. But you've got your work cut out with not just Seniza to beat, but you've got Allison Wade. Maniti. The service came off and the shot taken. That took a deflection. ADT asking for a penalty. But it looks like that will be a goal kick that may have come off, or it may have been a handball. Amirul pleading that the hand was outstretched of an opposing player. If a hand is outstretched, it's a handball, but the referee did not see it that way. But a corner kick again. That shot was taken by Cyril South. You take shots like that normally, hoping for deflection with the bodies in front. Maniti with the service again. The header. Shraki, but denied by the keeper. Maniti will try to recycle. Sends it in. Asking for it. And the flag is up. Just what Mendiola ordered. And they saw he was coming from that position. So here we go. It is Elwine Dalam who is coming on for the ADT, and stepping off is Cyril Saut. He'll call it a day after almost an hour of action.
Replaced by Akeem Dalam.
So 2 subs remaining, or 3 substitutions remaining dito po para sa Azkals development team. Ang ADT ay naka-blue uniform. Ang Mendiola ay naka-puti at red. Travis didn't get to control. Ball rattles around. Amirul to Rosquilio. What confidence. Sending it down to your back line. And here's another chance. Bongolan. The low cross. And that is the opener! Stefan Schrock leading by example. 1-0 for the ADT in the 66th minute. And that makes Stefan Schrock the leading scorer of the Azkals development team in this campaign so far.
Goal with the Azkals development team by player number 17, Stefan Shaw.
So here we go. A 66th minute opener, courtesy of ADT captain and playing coach Stefan Schrock. But Mendiola still in this, as they are well within striking distance as it is resumed. Though Mendiola haven't been able to come back or claim a win from behind, they can definitely change things up here. Although it may not be on their side, at the end of the day, what matters is what goes on in the pitch. Carino in a more central position now. He's playing on the wing earlier in this game. So that is off of him. Payosalan resumes. Amirul headed at forward. Wade not able to keep it. Shraki, the cutback. But it's into the feet momentarily of Travis. Dispossessed by Dalam. The shot denied, cleared out. Ngolan, that came off of Travis. Throw in para sa ADT. But before that, we will have change number 1 for Mendiola FC. Jimson Cristal will be coming on as Aaron Nebreja will call it a day.
Player number 21, John Aaron Nebreja, replaced by player number 16, Jimson Cristal.
Shraki gets it. Bongolan options in. The cross. Headed momentarily by Carino. Shraki still gets it. Thought about it. Wade now is on him. Wade has been applying some pressure and got him all the way back. And he gets it. Now working his way in the middle in Siren South. His brother was subbed off in this match after starting. Played forward to Junior Sam. Amirul got a touch to it to delay the attack, but Sam recovers. Soberano wasn't able to get forward for them. Shraki. Shraki from Dalam. Maniti slides that to Amirul. The ball with too much speed. Rosquillo, they switch it up. So about 21 minutes before the end of regulation, and we will get into additional time. Let's see if Mendiola will work their magic and pull a rabbit out of the hat. Junior Sam trying to keep it alive. Rosquillo desperately sent it out of traffic, but it's with Wade. Team's looking to settle. If this sticks, the Azkals development team will get clear hold of 5th place behind the upper half of the table. And played out, but collected by Seniza. The likes of Forn is there to change it up for Carino. Kim. Travis. Payosalan. Soberano threaded it forward, no man's land. Junior Sam just trying to tighten things up with him. Still much to play for in this game. This is far from over. Looks like it was given away by Kim, but it was because of the excessive contact from Yelwa and Dalam. At may foul dito kontra ADT. And resumed. Ball intended for Cristal was denied by Galsim. Fornis hits the afterburners. Junior Sam, their target man, gets past 1, not able to make it 2. De La Torre. Their fire still alive in this spell. Wade. Kim. Kim, the diagonal ball to the edge of the area. Rosquillo. Shraki gets it back to Bongolan. Well controlled by the ADT youngsters. Mendiola will have to track back now with that block. They were working or utilizing counter-attacking football in the first half. Amirul. The diagonal ball for Shraki was denied. It was Altiche who delayed the attack. Bongolan. Maniti. Lobs it into the area. Seniza with the spill momentarily. Not a problem, as he was off from the mouth of his goal. Cristal. Now it's about 73 minutes into this game. It's the 2022 Philippines Football League. As we are coming to you from the historic Rizal Memorial Stadium, is the Azkals development team going up against visitors Mendiola FC 1991. This is Claro Manzano on call for this match. You're catching this on the Facebook and YouTube pages of the PFL. Don't forget to hit the like and subscribe. Shraki gets past Payosalan. Try to thread the needle forward. Seniza again. Mendiola currently in possession in their white shirts, red shorts, and white stockings. As that ball was played forward, recovered by Saut. That is Cyril to be exact. May dalawang Saut po tayo sa ADT. The Cyril, the other Saut who started as that ping-ponged off. Cyril, the other Saut, came on as a starter, called it today after about an hour. At tuloy po rin ang laban, Cristal kontra Carino. And that goes against Cristal. We can see some fatigue starting to kick in Posible may cramps na po si Aldeguer. As he will be getting some treatment. ADT taking their sweet time, given that the score is in their favor, but 74 minutes away from additional time. This game is far from done. Mendiola continuously knocking and knocking on the door. Although Mendiola have not been able to pick up any result despite being behind in their previous matches, they can obviously alter the course in this one. But they'd like to take advantage of this stoppage to hydrate. The same can be said for the ADT players. Don't forget to follow the other social media pages ng Philippines Football League. Search at We Are PFL sa Instagram, Twitter, at TikTok. But before we carry on, may sub po tayo. Miguel Mendoza will be coming on for Theodore Travis. I believe Mendoza hails from Baguio. We'll just double check that.
Player number 6, Theodore Travis, replaced by player number 47, Miguel Mendoza.
So ADT playing a man down momentarily. He might try to ice this game first, given that situation. Mendiola may turn it up and try to pounce on the counter. Carino switches it up. Bongolan gives it to Shock in front of him, asking for it. Gets it. And dispossessed by Payosalan. Shout out din po kay Garen Elorde, Pat Mendoza, Esperanza Armario, kay Patrick Valenzuela, Galsim. Had the intentions, took a hit on the knee, but Mendiola on the counter. Amirul didn't get to save it. Junior Sam getting past Rosquillo. 2-on-1. The clearance by Maniti. What a spell. Shocky trying to calm things down. Amirul. Maniti just sending it back, trying to suck some momentum out of this game and slow down the tempo. Given things are going their way when you look at the scoreline, it's 1-0 behind Stefan Schrock's 66th minute strike. Things were heated getting out of the locker room. But we got ADT with the opener. De La Torre, Maniti, and Galsim. The latter not able to keep it in. It's played out quickly. At may dalawang subs po tayo naka-ready na para sa ADT. Shocky kontra Mendoza. Bungolan. Played out long. Kim got a touch, but it's the second touch is with Shocky. Finds the overlapping Galsim to take advantage of the open right wing. Galsim with the cross. Headed by Altiche. Saut. Bongolan to Maniti. Played over the top. But Seniza gets that easily into his gloves. And with the high balls and crosses, Seniza just showing what he's just showing his wares. Wade. Amiru looks he's been struggling as of late in dealing with those long balls forward with Rusquillo there to back him up. But Junior Sam goes up against him. The shot is wide. But it looks like that came off an ADT defender, and that is a corner kick for the visitors. So we saw the ADT just slowing the game down because, again, they were playing less one player, 10v11, up until this point, as we had Andres Aldeguer step off along with Carino in favor of Pabualan and Panotes. And in adding Chester Pabualan, he picked up a title at the high school level in the UAAP in the same venue. And he was also the most valuable player and best striker. So they're putting in another attacker to hopefully pad that lead of theirs. Sabi ni Brian Rosales, good defending by ADT kanina. Mangawang punches it out. Altiche out wide, but it's to no man's land. As Junior Sam was out in that spell, but will return to this game. So if I'm correct by my count, the ADT have one more sub left. Mendiola with 2 subs, if I'm not mistaken. Well, 2 substitutions utilized, if I'm not mistaken. Rusquillo making a run with the open space. Plays it forward to Dalam. But Kim is there to deny the run as the ball seemed to be overcooked. About 8 minutes and change remaining in this game. Will the ADT at least hold on and maintain status quo? Or will Mendiola fight back, knowing their brave and fighting spirit that they have, that they teach from top to bottom, as they are well involved at the grassroots level with several communities? And it's great to see that they are honing the future of Philippine football. Sirens out, got it out to the left. Dalam. Shraki. Lobs it forward. Dalam chasing. But Seniza gets it. Wade again, changing up the run. Seniza with the volley in hopes of finding Sam, but it goes out. I beg your pardon, that went out to Rusquillo, who eventually put it out of play. So again, with the leading scorers, Stefan Schrock is the ADT leader in terms of goals, now with 2 in his name. Dominic Tom, Andres Aldeguer, and Chester Pabualan have 1 apiece. Pabualan was just inserted as a sub in hopes of icing this game with goal number 2. For Mendiola, on the other hand, it is Junior Sam. As his quest continues in this game, other goal scorers for them with 1 each are Altiche, Ashley Flores, at si Jimson Cristal, who's inserted into this game. He started in their last one, which was a home affair at the City of Imus Grandstand, where they hosted Mendiola FC, where they hosted Cebu, rather. So Maniti's efforts gets it back for the ADT in that duel with Soberano. But before we resume, it will be Vince Baito coming on as captain for this game. Aaron Altiche will step off, and Jason Soberano now with the armband for Mendiola FC 1991.
Mendiola FC 1991, player number 17, Aaron Aldiche, replaced by player number 15, Vince Eric Baito.
So about 2 more subs remaining for Mendiola, but maybe too little too late if they use them at this point. But nonetheless, they have inserted 3 of those players off the bench to change their hopes. Other subs, again, other than Baito, stepped onto this game are Jimson Cristal and Miguel Mendoza. Shraki recovers it. Now in the middle. Wade there to deny Panotes. Still Wade. Soberano. Lobbed it. Amirul. Plays it out to Sidon Saut. Bungolan forward, Seniza off his line to pick that up. You can see the sense of urgency dito sa Mendiola. About 4 minutes remaining until we get additional time from fourth official Aldos Mirafuentes. And as it looks, it may be that slow burn for them. For Mendiola, chasing a goal, but time expiring. But again, they have the chance to change that. Wade had to clear that with the charging Benji Panotes. Rosquillo finding himself a bit more advanced. Jacob Maniti dropping down to fill in. Maniti gets it. Amirul. Pabualan. Kim denies his ball forward. Fornis. Soberano. Junior Sam asking for it. He gives him that chance to chase it. Still Rosquillo and Amirul to beat. That's been the script of this game. Sam lobbing it, the diagonal ball, but taken, but well over the mark for Mendiola. Chance gone begging. It was looking promising behind Soberano and Junior Sam combining. Mangawang resumes it. Sidon Saut. Sidon Saut, 18 years of age. Again, competed with the U20 national team. Pabualan. Combining with Maniti. Switching it up to Shraki. Pabualan with the run for it. Shraki plays him. Headed out by the towering Wade. May konting tulakan, but from the looks of it, that will be a corner for the Azkals development team. Less than 2 minutes until we get added time. So Mendiola have to deal with this, but should they succeed, they could have a potential counter. But first, they have to deal with this. Driven in. Shraki plays it back to Pabualan. Pabualan with the cross. Targeting Rosquillo. And that is in! Make that the nail in the coffin. Amirul picks up goal number 2 of the day for the ADT, and that seals this for them because they have a cushion. Mendiola with their backs further against the wall.
Goal for the Azkals development team by player number 14, Jaime Rosquillo.
So confirmation again. Jaime Rosquillo is your second goal scorer of the day with his goal in the 89th mark. So for Rosquillo, he has a goal and he would like to end this game with a clean sheet. And if Mendiola do that and spoil the clean sheet, they are within striking distance. The time not on their side again. And should this result stick, Mendiola will get loss number 6 in 7 matches, while the Azkals development team will improve to 2 wins, 1 draw, and 2 losses. So, there you go. It's 3 minutes of added time confirmed by Aldous Mirafuentes, ang ating 4th official. As Shraki was fouled at the center of the park with this free kick. Pabualan. It was played out quick. Galsim. The cross sent in. Kim, the header, and make that goal number 3. It is Yelwine Dalam this time around. And this game is done and dusted thanks to the goal of this substitute.
For the Azkals development team by player number 22, Akeem Dara.
So there you have it. ADT ending this in style. It was a close one throughout this match. Mendiola refusing to wilt and continuously hung on. But unfortunately for them, the ADT just found that extra gear in the end game. It's Jaime Rosquillo and Yelwine Dalam putting the icing on the cake to add to the opener of Stefan Schrock, who just got them into the driver's seat of this game. Seniza just desperately sent it away. And with what we mentioned, the Azkals development team will solidify their hold of 5th place with 7 points. Mendiola FC will be behind in 6th with 3 points. They are still above bottom placers Maharlika Manila, who remain with 0 points in the standings. Maniti to Shraki. Sends it over. But it was denied. So it'll be a corner kick again for this one. This may be the last possession of this game. It was taken out quickly. Seniza set to play this long. They'd like to get another crack at it, at least before the full-time whistle. But according to referee Raymart de los Santos, that does it. It is 3-0 for the Azkals development team behind Stefan Schrock's 66th-minute opener, Jaime Rosquillo and Yelwine Dalam, turning the heat up for them with goals in the 89th and 90th minute to seal the deal and put the cherry on top of the cake. And ADT pick up 3 points in this game to add to their tally and solidify themselves in 5th place. And This is the 2022 Philippines Football League, brought to you by Qatar Airways, as we are coming to you from the historic Rizal Memorial Stadium. Clara Manzano on call for this game, and that does it again. The Azkals development team 3, Mendiola FC 1991 nil. Have a good evening, and we'll catch you soon, folks, for more PFL action.